Welcome to Bealesbaits. Baits. Today I'm going to be doing a watermelon red, which is basically Little Works watermelon, some golden grub small, and some golden grub fireball red 3.30, and the small is 0.15. And then I'm going to dazzle it up a little bit with some inference red. So we'll see how this works. The plastic should be ready, so let's take a look and see what happens. Might not be quite at temperature. Oh, it is. Awesome. It is up to temp. So let's do 10 drops. That's 10. Let's see how that is. I want to keep this fairly translucent because I'm going to try to do some core shots with the strawberry red I did from a few videos back. So I want this to be fairly see-through. I think that's about perfect. Okay, so let's go. I think I lost my measures. There they are. Let's go with 1/8 of a teaspoon per cup of the small. There's 1/8 of the small. And then let's go with, I think I'm going to go with 1/4 of the larger stuff. I want to get that nice big stuff in there. Okay. And then for the inference red, less is more, I think. Let's go with a dash for 1/8. Let's see how this mixes up. So far I'm already liking the color. Do. Come on, mixy. Get in there. Get right in there. I think that's going to be a really pretty looking color. Not sure I'm going to like it as much as I did when we did the watermelon purple. But I definitely think this is going to be interesting. Let's put a dollop down here so we can check it. I like it. Let's shoot this and see how it goes. Here we go. Gotta top that off. I don't think I had enough for the craws, but we'll check it out. Worst case, I remelt them. Top that off. And we'll be back. Welcome back to Bealesbaits. Baits. So the pucks came out kind of like this. I like the color. I didn't get as much red inference as I thought I was going to get out of it, but I still like that it gives a little bit of a shiny red to it. So we're going to put those off to the side. I already popped out the crawdad because I was sure it didn't shoot, and it didn't. So we're going to rip him up and toss him back in to the microwave so that we can get these started to melt here in a second. Actually, we might as well do the rest of these and get the plugs off them. Not the plugs, the spurs off them. So let's see what we got on these. We've got the 5-inch Senkos, which, let's see how these came out. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Oh, no, some of these have air in them. I'm going to have to reshoot them. That one definitely has air in it. I think that one has an air bubble in it too. But we'll take a quick peek at them under the light. The color I really like. Definitely like the red inference on them. I can see it a lot better on these from a side view. Not sure you're catching it on the camera, but yeah, let's take a look and see which one's got air bubbles in them. Yep, the middle one definitely does. I'll hold these up to the light so we can see. Just the middle one for some reason. Now that is weird. They are extremely pretty in the light though. I will say that. So we're going to pop those off. We'll tear up that one worm. Put those on the drying rack. Put this one that has the air bubbles in it back in. Okay, pop that back together. Let's see how this one did. Oh, that came out a lot better looking. I don't see any air bubbles in those. Again, I really like the way it looks from a side angle. You can really see the red on it. I'm not sure the camera's picking it up, but it definitely has a very unique look. Check them out under the light, make sure there's no air bubbles in them. I don't see any air bubbles. Those look really nice. So we'll pop those off the spur and throw the spur back in to remelt. Toss those back on, and I'm going to redo the craws because I definitely want a couple craws with me. The baby craws to me are good anytime bait. Spring, summer, early fall, late fall, right up until basically they go dormant for the winter, so to speak. Okay, so let's see which one this is. This is one of the angling AI molds. It is very warm because, yes, I did heat it up on the skillet. Put that skillet on warm, heated it up so that it would help with the mold. And that came out really nice. That's the Rip Wrap pintail. I'm going to set that back on the skillet to keep it warm. Because now we got to take these out. The only thing I'm really not happy with is no matter how I set it in the mold, these metal pipes in the mold, they always shift to one side or the other, which causes this side to have tails that I have to cut off and find the air pocket so that I can shoot the core shot. I'm going to be doing, like I said, that core shot's going to be the strawberry red I did a couple of videos back. I really like that color. We're just going to tear these off, tear this up, start prepping everything for the second round. I will get these little rods off to the side so I don't lose them. Stay. bring this back over, grab the scissors, and now comes the fun hunting part. I think it should be right about there. Nope, a little further up maybe. A little further. Oh my goodness. Come on. Almost there. This is going to have a lot of red on the back end of it. There we go. Now I got the hole on that side. And there's a hole on that side. Perfect. So now you got to lay them back in here. So, again, no hole. Nope. So yeah, if anybody's used these and not had this problem, please reach out to me and tell me how you've fixed it. There it goes. Make sure that, oh, gotta make sure the front one is open also, or else it will not go through. So, make sure these get put back in, just like, come on, feed you back in there, where you're supposed to be, there. Oops. Clean that nose up a little bit. Yeah, gotta clean that nose up a little bit too. Definitely want to make sure it has a good hole for it to flow through. One more to cut off. Come on, almost there. There it is. So yeah, 3 of these will have much larger red tails, and 3 of them will have smaller red tails. Be interested to see which ones catch the fish. For some reason that one wants to loosen up. Okay, so before I lose all this nice wonderful little plastic, we'll get all these little pieces back in the cup to melt and heat up. Okay, this one should be the twin tail grub. With a core shot in them. And these did not go. Well, darn. As you can see, the tails didn't shoot. But you know what? That's not going to make me stop on this one. I'm going to cut the tails off and have bright red tails. Just going to change my plan a little bit. Because yes, that will work. It's not the exact look I was going for, but it will look good. And I'm going to start heating up that red plastic to go into it while I trim these off. So trim off just above the fins. Make sure you have an opening on each side for the plastic to go through. Set that back in like so. Let's get a nice looking. So we're going to hope for a happy little accident that makes these turn out really nice looking. So we'll see how these shoot out, and put all this back in this one over here. Rip up that so I can reheat it. Pop this back on here. Yes, it was on the skillet, so yes, it is still warm. That top piece was very warm putting it back on. I should have worn my glove. Always remember to put your gloves on. Or at least a glove. Burns hurt. Okay, yeah, that is warm. If I didn't overheat it. Oh, I may have ruined this one. Looks like I may have got it too hot. Yep, I'm going to have to start over. But that's okay. I overheated it, and that's an accident. Well, it doesn't look like it's at the temperature. What the heck? Oh yeah, it is. It's way over temperature. So it went from a gel to a slop. So this one is no good. I'll be back in a bit after I get reset up and find a different color to put in there, because this has gone from a red to a burnt orange color from the looks of it, and it's definitely not usable. That's what happens when you're not paying 100% attention. Be back in a bit. Back. So we're just going to remake that strawberry color. It's just basically scarlet red with some golden grub, small and large black flakes. So let's do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 10 flakes. 10 drops. If you can count out 10 flakes, you're doing really good. Okay. And we need a dash of large. And a dash of small. That's an 1/8 of each. See how that looks. Might have to add a little more. It might not have enough peppery look to it, or seedy look to it. Let's see. Looks pretty close to me. Drop that over that spot I blobbed on the table of the red. I think those two colors are going to look pretty good together. So we're going to shoot them. Here we... Oop! Don't drop your knife in the hot plastic. Here we go. Oop, too much pressure. And I don't think I had enough for that one. Oh well. I'm pretty sure I didn't have enough for that one either. That's okay. Top this off, because this is the one I wanted it for. And this one off. Top off this one. Top off the front worms. I'm pretty sure I had enough for that one. We'll pour some extra in this one, which I don't think it went. And pour a little bit in here. And that is all I have. And we'll be back. Okay, welcome back to Beal's Baits. This is the core from the injectors, the plug, so to speak. So that's the plug. Kind of a pretty color. I still like that nice strawberry, yeah, that nice strawberry look to it. We'll see how it comes out. Throw that back in to be remelted. And here's the side by side of the two colors before they went into the molds. So, not sure you can see them very well. So now let's see how the core shot came out. That's the green heating back up so I can do some more greens. Okay. A little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be, but I still like it. You can see the core shot through it. Gives it definitely a little more pink spot on the top of it. I like the looks of that one. It came out pretty decent. Now for one of the ones that has the larger bottom end. Definitely gives it a definitely more unique look. Not sure which way I like it better, but that way or that way. Which one do you like better? I'm not sure you can see them very well, but I'm trying to hold them so you can see them side by side. How's that? So let me know, do you like the one on top that's got the more red on the bottom of it, or do you like the one on the bottom that's just got the core right through? So, I think they came out kind of neat. Definitely pretty. So let's scoot over to the next ones, which ended up having a kind of happy little accident with the tails having to be cut off. And these didn't shoot either. Son of a gun. Well, those didn't shoot today. I didn't get enough pressure on it or something. So you can kind of see what they were supposed to look like. Didn't work. So back to the drawing board with that one. Sometimes you just have bad luck on days. Today was a bad luck on that one. Didn't get it either hot enough on the plastic, or I didn't get enough pressure to push through it quick enough. One or the other. That's okay. Things happen. So I did shoot this one. I don't think it probably came out because it was probably too cold, because this is the Kraken. And this one has to be shot hot, 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 hot on the plastic, like pretty close to 350. So you can get down into all the little fingers. And it was pretty close. Yeah, they got most of the fingers all the way to the tip. That came out kind of neat looking. Looks like you got 99% of the way to the tip. There's like 2 or 3 that are just barely short of the tips. So we'll take it. Those are kind of pretty looking. Still not sure what I did wrong with the core shots on those other ones, but it happens. I will play around with it again on another day, or I might shoot it one more time today and see if I can make it come out. Depends on how frustrated I am when I get done. Sometimes I get a little frustrated and have to walk away from it and try again later. Man, I do like that color. That strawberry color is really pretty. You can hear the microwave yelling at me in the background because I'm not paying attention to it, and it's saying, hey, your plastic's ready, your plastic's ready. But that's okay. It can sit there for a few minutes, a few seconds. Those came out okay. Let's put that piece back in, put that back on there, put it on the right way. And let's see how the other ones came out over here that I was messing around with. Pretty sure this one I didn't have enough plastic in. Doesn't feel like it did anyways. Nope. So that's okay. I knew I was running low on plastic when I tried to sneak that one in. You can just warm that right back up. Now, did the craw have enough? Nope. Okay. Not doing too well with making sure I have enough plastic in these. So I'm going to slow down on the last batch I do and make double sure I got enough plastic in everything. Maybe. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this one has enough plastic in it. It'd stick it pretty good. There it is. Those came out nice. I even got some flashing on this one, of course. From one to the other. Too much pressure and those came out pretty neat. Looks like long strawberries. I like that. So I'm going to shoot some more baits. If I can do those core shots and they come out okay, I will show you. If not, well, that's the way the ball bounces sometimes. Can't have it come out right every time. Not sure what I'll do with those partials that didn't do what they should have done, but I can definitely save the center core. That I can reheat. There. And yeah, these guys are gone. It happens. Oh well. We'll figure out something to do with those later. So I did reshoot the twin tail grubs with the watermelon red and the strawberry core. They came out pretty good looking. I mean, they're not perfect, but the tails on the watermelon shot first try, and the core shot did really well. I've got one that didn't go out quite as far as I thought it should, but it went all the way through. One that didn't come through at all, which is probably my fault. My guess is the nose was blocked. and I didn't see it, but 5 out of 6 came out really nice looking. So I like them. I think they'll fish. I think it gives them a little bit different character. Maybe go with a little bit darker core shot next time on the red, but I think it'll work. It gives them a nice darker line down the middle, especially with the lights on them. I know you can't see it with the light here, but in the bright light, it definitely gives them a darker line in the middle. So we'll see how they fish. Have a great week. Thank you again.